In the recent times, there has been so many incidents of attacks on the Christian mission has forced me to discuss this issue. What actually is the issue we might think about? The issue is very serious. The all the activities of Christians has been communalized, politicized, and also commercialized. I will tell you how it has been politicized. During the British time itself, Christian mission has been looked at as a way to convert people into Christianity. They were accused of being away from the freedom movement. And Christianity is treated as one of the religions that is coming from outside of India. Therefore, it has no allegiance to India. And this was a political agenda persuaded from the beginning, very especially for the fundamental hardcore Hindutva ideology. Even after the independence, this idea has been persuaded. It's not just an idea now. This has got into the general thinking of the people that Christianity is doing every action, every mission work. Let it be school education, let it be health, let it be social development. Anything that the Christians are doing is being seen from a glass of conversion. Over the years, many of our services have been overlooked as something that is used just for conversion. In the recent times, there are anti-conversion laws, very stringent laws that are coming up many parts of the country. And what actually makes me feel today to discuss this issue is the recent incidents that took place of the hostel. A girls' hostel has been asked to close down. They have been expressed a doubt of being used for religious teaching and conversion. And before that, a principal of a school, just because she had to dismiss a teacher for not being a good teacher, is being misinterpreted as not agreeing to get converted into Christianity. Against her, FIR has been filed. A person is if removed from the institution, then immediately the person goes to the police and files a complaint saying he has been forced to get a convert to Christianity. And the police and the administration, without any thinking, without any investigation, immediately FIR is being launched. This is a serious concern for the Christians today. And people are so panicked. People even without thinking what exactly to be done, people are going underground. Running from pillar to post for anticipatory bail. So, under these circumstances, what could be done? What is the possibility that we can do it? I must tell you, there is a misconception in the political circle that the Christians are working for a particular political party. So the other political parties are targeting Christians. They feel all the works of the Christians are aimed at just helping a particular political party. This is one of the reasons why politically Christians are being attacked. Because they see there is a political conspiracy, a political will created against the Christian community. And religiously it is seen as a sort of, proselytization of the other faith. The Christians are being seen as a people who are, reshaping the culture of India, forcefully converting people into Christianity, changing their culture, changing their life situations, changing their civilization, everything. So religiously they have been treated as a threat to the religion. Now the question comes, how is it being economically used? The educational institutions run by Christians are highly appreciated. In most part of the country, the Christian educations are valued very highly and the admissions are growing very fast. They are trying to maintain a higher quality in education with a minimum fees, which is actually affecting other private schools which are growing in nearby vicinities. And these schools are creating a feeling in the minds of people that Christians are working against the interest of this country, interest of the Hindu religion. But actually behind the scene is the fear, the competition created by the Christian school to the other schools. They, being a people working in the local area, they are able to manipulate the sentiments of the people, the religious feelings of the people, the political feelings of the people, and they turn them all against the Christian institutions. We need to see the economical polarization and the economical or the commercialization of religious thoughts. As I said earlier, this has to be seen from the political point of view, as I explained to you. It has to be seen from the religious point of view and the commercial point of view. So with all this, what is happening today is horrible. It's really very horrible. We are going back towards the 2000 years of history of the Christianity. When the Christianity began, it was not permitted to hold bigger meetings or prayer services. So what they used to do, once a while they used to gather secretly in places and then pray for each other. Today, places like Jabwa, it's a tribal dominated district. And in some other places, the government agency, the government is issuing letters of prohibiting Christians from prayer. It is telling Christians you get a prior permission for organizing any event. Otherwise, it is illegal. The pastors are being asked to prove when they became Christian. So when you look at all this, it's a fact that we are going behind 2000 years of persecution. Christianity, the question comes, is the Christianity growing? I say Christianity is definitely growing. The persecution is really hard and it is growing in many parts of the country, very especially in the Hindi belt. But we need to change our thoughts on mission. Vision for us, it means serving the people, but the people do not consider us today. So, what we need is We have been, targeted by the fundamental groups by using the laws existing in the country, the government system, the political system, the economical system. They are using against Christians as a weapon. Therefore, Christians need to be cautious. Wherever we are starting any institution, we must follow all the legal formalities. The government norm is very clear. If you don't have all the facilities, close the institution. Don't run it. So follow the norms. Another thing I would say is, before we organize any prayer meetings, any programs, get prior permission. Get an agreement, get a permission from the government to hold the events. If we are making churches or prayer centers, get a required permission. I think mission need to be relooked. There were a time we were working in the way we liked. We never bothered about what other people think about. How we are working about. We thought to start a hostel, we started a hostel. We thought to start a hospital, we started the hospital. A school, we went on with the school. But now we need to know, before we start any institution, what are the laws existing, or what are the laws pertaining that particular institution to start. We must go for it. Unless and until we are able to do this, we must start the mission. It's a lesson for us. So the mission has to be relooked today with the existing condition. We also needed to have some sort of, legal knowledge about things. How to deal with certain issues. Because the moment we come across any issue, any legal matter, we get so panic. At times, even without any necessity, we get so panic, we go underground, we go for anticipatory bail, everything possible. Without even thinking of what actually the reason, what actually the problem. So we need to have some sort of legal education also. This also must become part of the mission. We also need to think of the church existing in the rural areas also. Because in the rural areas we find there are many problems arising today from the fundamental religious groups against Christians. And even today, it's a matter of fact, the major established churches even today tell the police, tell the administration that we are not involved in any religious conversion, but the splinter groups are involved in, control them. See, we were trying to divide the mission into splinter groups, or the independent churches and the organized churches. Independent churches, the government is trying to, bring them all under a terror, under a fear, and then control them. So what the established missions thought, we are safe. No, we are not safe. The recent incident of registering FIR against a principal, a Catholic principal in Tikangad, is one of the examples of this. And Eatkadi, the hostel, was asked as to the immediate inquiry, and then a further inquiry, and asking them to file FIR if needed. These are all organized churches, the institutions run by the organized churches. So, we must stop this division first. Work as one unit. Try to work together. I would also stress one more point for the mission today is develop a good relationship with people. Wherever the Christians begin the mission, what the first thing they do is they make a boundary wall, a gate, and then we start the mission. No. Before we making the boundary wall, we must find out the people living around us. Make a good relation with them, a good rapport with them. Promote inter-religious harmony, inter-religious peace. These are some of the things that will help in the mission. Mission of Christ, if you need to grow, if you need to bring them up well, then go out to the people, meet the people, and explain to them what exactly Christ said. Jesus did not tell anyone to change their religion and come. He said, believe in God, believe in yourself, love your neighbor, love your enemy, forgive people, share whatever you have with the people. These are the simple messages he taught us. So, what I am trying to say is, today, if we are looking for a revival of the mission, we must go back to the beginnings of the church. But the church was not gathered in a big houses, big churches, but it was, one-to-one conversation, one-to-one meeting. We need to develop a new method of smaller churches, smaller meetings, one-to-one talking. These are going to be the new area of mission. Thank you very much.